Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Because you're getting more oxygen between the fire, or between the logs. And then God said, let there be light. Ah, alert, alert, SOS. Welcome back, guys. Okay, let me turn that light off here. Whoa, it's getting a little bright there. There we go. Ah, guys, welcome to the overnighter. I haven't came up with the name for this overnighter yet, but you guys are with me at the Secret Pine Forest. And there is the fire, it's going. Really nice. Actually, I'm gonna throw some more Eastern red cedar. We have a little mixture of Eastern red cedar and oak. Can you guys see me? Let me come over here. Just a little lighter. There we go. Oh, I guess I'll turn the light back on. There we go. Guys, glad to have you back. We're at Secret Pine Forest and we are doing an overnighter tonight. And it's like the first week of fall. I think it's the first week or last week, the 22nd. Oh, it was this week started fall. And it is getting cool at night. So this was kind of unexpected. This is kind of like my, I guess, I don't know if you guys probably never heard of it, but it's a biblical feast called the Feast of Tabernacles or the Feast of Sukkot. It's a 7-day, or I mean a week-long feast. And I wasn't able to do it this year. Actually, I have not really ever been able to do it fully. But tonight I was able to, and basically you just set up a Sukkot, a shelter. It's not I can't really do it according to the specifications what the Bible calls, because I don't have the same type of materials, but you do with what you got. And this is what we have for our shelter. I have a Angolan, turn my bright screen up here. There we go. I have the Angolan poncho. And then because I don't need to bring stakes, I made Eastern red cedar stakes. And you gotta make sure you notch them out. That one I didn't notch because I had a limb on it. This one here, you notch it out so the cord fits in the groove. And over here, just have a simple toggle here, a quick release. All I have to do is just pull that out and that undoes my line. And I did not come up with that. That's actually from Corporal Kelly from, gosh, I forgot his channel's name. Corporal Kelly, or yes, Corporal Kelly YouTube channel. Anyways, he does a ridge line like this. So I take no credit. Sporting one of my Russian, don't tell anybody, but my Russian boonie hat. And got my Czechoslovakian, because I can't say Czech, because that's not how you say it. I have a hard time saying Czechoslovakian rubber vinyl bag. And then my sleeping bag is in here, and I don't have it out yet because this place is horrible of ticks. So yeah, so I don't want to be getting creeping crawlers on me. So with that said, we're not going to do much tonight. I came out here earlier today. I just started filming, so. But tomorrow we're gonna have coffee in the morning, and we are going to try out. Let's see where I have it at. Oh yeah, right here. Here we are. This is my cold weather survivalist, or yeah, my cold steel survivalist cold weather knife setup with an Essie pouch. And we are going to look at this thing in the morning, and I'm going to show you everything that I was able to cram inside of this pouch here, along with my saw that I've been telling you guys about that we're going to try out. Well, we're going to try that saw out tomorrow morning. Oh, with that said, yeah, that'll be for tomorrow pretty much. But tonight I'm thinking to make some dinner, and I actually have right down here, I have these things again. My friend John got me. These things are so good. If you guys ever get a chance to buy them, I think you can get them on Amazon, but oh, they're so good. I know I need to do more outside cooking, but you know, I'm more of like a survivalist. I just kind of want to live off plants and acorns. No, I'm just kidding. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop talking here, and we're gonna get some food. We'll let that sit for about 5-10 minutes, eat dinner, and what I got the fire, or what I started the fire with, was I brought this bag here of my birch bark, and I brought that with me because birch bark is probably, like, other than fatwood, is probably one of the best fire starters you'll ever find. And tomorrow I think we're gonna do a little experiment. We're gonna soak it and see if it'll still light when it's soaking wet. So see, birch bark has oils on it that burn, and that stuff's like 2 years old. It's still burning good. So got that up in Wisconsin when me and Miss Angel's Survival went up there for our first trip together. So I brought a bunch back. I'm going to bring you guys down here. Probably see it better with the light on. But you see how I haven't not had to add anything else to this fire. Just those little small twigs of eastern red cedar. But you see how it's going between each log, and none of these logs are split, so I just got them spaced apart. I don't know, maybe half a finger width between each one. I didn't really measure it out too much, and I think with doing that, and I've said it in my other video, I think split wood works the best with this type of fire. But I also think if you're not going to use split wood, that you want to space out your logs so it has room to breathe, not bunch them all together, because I think that stuffs it out. And especially if the wood's a little damp or wet, I think from experience it's going to be harder to dry it out. But I think if you space your logs out, if they're not split, you will draw that air through there, and that will burn hotter, it will get more oxygen, and it will dry your stuff out better, I think. But either way, if it doesn't do that, it burns better because you're getting more oxygen between the fire, or between the logs, by keeping it spaced. As you can clearly see, this thing is going good. I just want to show you guys that. So good and tasty. This right here is what you gotta be careful with having a fire. I don't know if you can see all the ashes on there. And there's the fire right now. I haven't touched it once. Still going strong. It's been about 40 minutes, I'd say. But yeah, you just gotta be careful. See, I had a cherry. I didn't get it on camera, but there's a cherry right there from the fire. You can see it. And it popped. And it was like, I mean, it's that close. Like, it came that close to going and hit my Angolan Poncho, which would have been bad, because that's a nylon material. So I'll get ready for bed. And an easy way of getting into these shelters like this, kind of like a stealth shelter, you just fold that up over like that. And then you can get inside. Because with that down, I would not be able to get in there comfortably. Here we have the Special Forces, Sear Designs, 40 wink sleeping bag. And this bag is awesome. It's cut very large, and it's got a nice cut for the mummy. You can cinch it up like that, have just a little circle there. But if you see the cut of it, it's not like a traditional mummy sleeping bag. It's real wide, and you can put your elbows around your head. It's kind of like if you could picture yourself putting your elbows around your head at night. That's kind of the shape of it. Sadly say, I used to have the Hibernator, which is the same thing as this other than the temperature rating, and I sold it, and I'm really hitting myself for doing that because I miss it. I don't know why I sold it. I mean, I do know why, but I saw something else I wanted, but I should have kept that because it's still hard to find, and you can find them used, and they're pretty expensive even used. And I had mine brand new. But you live and learn, so I got my eyes out still for another one. But anyways, guys, I'm getting ready to go to bed, and I'll see you guys in the morning. We will have coffee, of course, and we're going to talk about the next 2 overnight videos we're going to be doing. Actually, we'll talk about them, but we're also mainly focused on the next one that I'm going to do, because I might do a couple fall videos and a 2 or 3 winter videos, because winter is my favorite time, but who knows? You never know. So with that said, we'll be going over my survival cold weather knife set that I put together. And we're going to try out my little pocket chainsaw that I made. And we're going to talk about that and why I don't think you should buy one online. So, guys, I will see you in the morning and get some good sleep. I think it's supposed to be like 50 degrees tonight. And yeah, see my breath? Oh yeah, fall is here and winter's just right around the corner. So I'm gonna set you guys by the fire, and you guys get some good night's sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. All right, and never know if something else happens in the middle of the night, I'll bring you back. But if I don't, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning, guys. Oh man, it's going on 7:30. I slept in this morning. Oh, let's talk about a crazy night last night. Really, I slept off and on all night, but I saw real bright lights way over there. I didn't know what it freaked me out at first, you know. But then it was a full moon last night, and this forest was lit up last night. And I will say the coyotes were all night. I mean, they were all over the forest, like everywhere. They weren't real close to me, but you could hear them all around the forest. And oh man, well, I finally got some sleep, so All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here and let's get some coffee made, and I hope you guys slept good too. All right, let's get out of this thing. Telling you guys last night here, I had the birch bark, and I wanted to see if the stuff will still light when it gets wet. So I'm just gonna put that in the water, and I'm just gonna pretend that, you know, I just come along and I found some fire starter here, and it was wet, but I need to start a fire, so, and I didn't really soak it in there for very long. So if I was going to do anything, I wanted to dry this out as best as I could, and then I'll use this to get a fire going. But in the meantime, I got some sticks over there I want to break up, so I'm going to kind of let this dry out a little bit. It's still pretty wet, as you can see. It's wet. And in a survival situation, that's what I would do. I want to just try to light it. I'd let it dry out a little bit. So we're going to break these sticks up, and then we're going to see if we can start the fire with that. Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes. You can see there, it's still wet. So let's go ahead and try it. I just did enough to where I'd get a few sticks to get it going for now. So we're gonna see if this works or not. Here goes nothing. Because the birch bark has oils on it, so I'm wondering if it's gonna just burn the oils on top of it. But there it is, lit a little bit. You see it there. Now granted, this thing wasn't like soaking wet for hours, but it's still wet. It's still burning. It's smoking now. Let's try this in. Yeah, that's burning. I don't know how long it's going to burn for, but you can see it there. It's wet. All right, looks like it's going to work. See if we can get enough flame going for a long enough period of time that I can put these on to get these lit. When I get these lit, it won't matter about that birch bark on there anymore. There we go. Cool. Gotta love that Nescafe 3-in-1. Okay, so good morning to you guys. I'm just gonna talk about a couple things before we get on to onto the survival knife, or cold weather survival knife. I was telling you guys about the next overnighter that we're gonna do, and it's going to be a fall overnighter. I made an earlier video on the Swiss M70 jacket that I had, the Swiss military jacket or coat, and I was going to do that for a winter overnighter, but thinking about it and all, that jacket really isn't made for for a winter, let alone a survival jacket. I'm just making it into my own personal survival jacket because it has so many pockets on it. So what I decided to do is to downsize a little bit and make it a survival jacket, not for winter, but for fall. So it's already the first week of fall, so here in about 3 weeks or so, I think, we're gonna go ahead and do an overnighter using that and using some Swiss gear that you guys have not seen yet that I have that will be in that overnighter. So that is gonna be a lot of fun. I've got some different ways I'm gonna film it, and so I'm gonna experiment a little bit, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. So that will be our next overnighter that we're gonna do. And it'll be here at the Secret Pine Forest, of course. Second, I don't know when I'm going to do this overnighter, but I know it's going to be in the winter time. I just don't know in the sequence of overnighters that I do, because this is the time of year that I love to go camping. Fall and winter, you guys know that. But we are going to do a super shelter winter overnighter using a warming fire along with a super shelter that work with each other. And it's you guys probably know him, but his name is Morris. Gosh, I can't think of his last name. It's like a Polish last name or something. Kanszewski or Knoschki, Morris Knoschki or something. Kanzbowski. I know you guys are gonna kill me here, but anyways, it's a super shelter that he did, and also a warming fire that he did in a video on YouTube that I watched. It was really cool how he did it, and I kind of want to try it out with this super shelter. So that's going to be a winter overnighter that we're going to do, and that's going to be a lot of fun as well. So those are like my two main overnight videos that I've been planning and working, brainstorming in my head that we're going to do. So, but the first one is going to be Swiss Army M70 military survival coat overnighter. So I'm going to try to stay focused on that one. And yeah, and we'll probably fit a few more overnighters in there between and after those as well. So okay, so here is my cold weather survival knife. And you know what, first off, we'll just start with the inside. We'll just do it backwards here. So we have the large SE pouch connected to a cold steel survivalist sheath. So not really any kind of modification needed to be done to do that. So first thing I have is a signaling mirror, if I can say it correctly. It's still wrapped in there and everything. I haven't taken it out or nothing. All right, second item that pulls out will be the 6-inch ferro rod. This one is a I don't know, I can't pronounce that. But and they got paracord here as well, which is really good to have. And then here is my pocket chainsaw that we'll get to in here in a minute for cutting wood. I got a sharpening stone. Fresno lens. And I got Mr. Ray's raviolis, the best fire starters that are not on the market. And I think I got a bunch crammed in here. All right, that's everything that was inside there, right there. Now I have it geared towards cold weather, so in the wintertime, you can't really mess around trying to get a fire, because fire is very important in wintertime. You've got to have one. And these things take a spark. First try, first go. You got a spark, you got a fire. So these I always carry. And these are Mr. Ray's raviolis. If you haven't seen the video, to all my new subs, I'll put a link up here. Second, I have wrapped around here, all through here. This is Titan survival cord. And this stuff here has fishing line in it, metal wire. I think it has some wax jute twine in it for fire starting and some other stuff. And then on the end here, I frayed the ends, but I also put Gorilla Tape in there, because Gorilla Tape is flammable too. It starts fires as well. And I have some also orange tape on the outside of that. And then of course the knife, I put a different, well, I didn't put a different handle, but I wrapped it with some camouflage, what do you call it, like hockey tape I guess you would call it, but it's camouflage. So because this thing is all metal, and it actually feels good on the hands, not too bad. But I actually saw another person had done the same thing with his cold steel survivalist. I was like, man, so yeah, I'm copying off him, but you know what, it's a good idea. I mean, I'm not really copying, but I mean, a lot of people put this on their knives, but yeah, it feels good and it looks good. So now also, if you see, I don't have a space blanket in here, and then I think I want to try to fit a space blanket in here, and if I think I put it in first, I can fit the rest of this around there, but we'll try it out. And I might stuff some more Mr. Ray's raviolis in there. Okay, so with this being a cold weather survival knife kit, I picked this long chainsaw that I made. I didn't make the chain, but I bought the chain. And check this out. Get it undone here. It's kind of oily, so you guys see it there on camera. It's probably 2.5, 3 feet wide. Now the reason why I have this for my cold weather survival kit is because I need to cut large logs, because it's a cold weather survival kit, so I need big fires like Siberian log fire. Now that little Essie pouch, which is a large version, that will hold a Silky Pocket Boy. The smaller version, it will hold one of those, the smallest one they make. But the Silky Pocket Boy, it's a nice saw, but as small as it is, I can't cut large logs with it. The size that I can cut, I can just snap with a tree. However, the Silky Pocket Boy has its place, but not for cold weather survival. So that's why I have this long chain, so I can cut some really big, large logs. Now, I made this for under $20. You can buy these, they have them on Amazon, they have different brands. There's this brand called Nordic, and they want $50 for one of these. Yeah, it comes with a sheath and everything, but $50. You know what I paid for this chain? Like 12 something. These are just key ring holders, metal. $4 I think it came up. You probably even get them cheaper than that. So I literally spent under $20 to make this pocket chainsaw. And what I did here with the chainsaw, because this was a chainsaw chain, is I just grind it off. You can see it right here. I just grind it off where the key ring goes in there. That was originally connected to, it was originally connected here, like that. I just grinded it off, and it opened up 2 holes there, so I put the key ring holders in it. So now all I got to do is when I come out the forest, which we're going to do here in a minute, is just run some sticks through it and saw away. So let's check it out, see how good it works. I've never used one of these. But I just got some pieces of wood off the ground floor. Just gonna stick your wood in the loops, and then we're gonna grab it like that between your fingers. And you got something to hold on to, and we'll do the same for this side. And we're gonna try a larger log too, but I'm gonna try this one first, see how good it works. Oh wow. Hope you guys see it there on camera. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. My key ring broke already. Oh my gosh. It was working just fine. This thing must be pretty dang cheap. I gotta get something a little heavier duty. Look at that. It already broke. This one's doing fine though. That key ring thing broke. I gotta, give me a minute here. I'm gonna try to fix this. Hold on. Okay, I kind of fixed it for now, hopefully. But I think I'm gonna have to get me some stronger rings for it. Let's see what's going on. going. Okay. We're gonna stop there for a second. So you guys can see right there, it dug all the way in. The problem we're running into right now is that this thing's binding up and I can't get it started. If I had a silky saw, I'd be able to take care of that. So it looks like at some point you might have to kind of snap her in half, but I can't get it. So that's a no-go on that, darn it. Well, that's how you learn, right? I've never done this yet. So it cuts. Oh, that one broke too. All right, I need to get different key rings. These things are no good. Okay, so back to the drawing table. It works, you guys seen it, it cuts. But if you look, those key ring holders that I had, they just, no good. But I'm gonna tell you another thing. I think what could be going on with these two is that when I'm grabbing this with the stick right there, I got my fingers between here. If you see the blade there and the direction of the ring, well, when I grab this, just pretend I have my stick there. When I grab it, it's twisting the blade sideways. So there's your cutting teeth right there. You see those two teeth? Those are your cutting teeth. So when I'm grabbing this wanting to cut, and I to grip it right for me, it's twisting it like that. So it's like, it's kind of like, see how on the camera, it's kind of cutting at an angle like this. Instead of cutting like that, it's cutting like this. So what I'm gonna have to do is get me some stronger rings for here, and then I'm gonna need to get me another ring to put around the ring that I have here. So that way, this ring will be facing this way and the other ring will be facing this way, and that should compensate and that should fix that problem. So we'll try it again. I gotta try to find something that's gonna take care of that other than some cheap keyring holders, but that's an easy fix. That's not hard to do at all. So